Hi everybody, it's Katie. I just wanted to come on and say hi and share with you guys a few pieces that I've been working on and the symbolism and meaning behind those pieces. I have been struggling, as I'm sure as a lot of you guys have as well, with feeling overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world right now and how best to take care of myself and my business and maybe put out a little bit of light out into the world, especially when I've been feeling like maybe I don't have any or to give or any extra to give. But other people have shared their light with me during this time, and that's the great thing about light, that it spreads and grows, much like this stupid virus that we're dealing with right now. And I like to think of it like when you have a birthday cake and you go to light the candles. And when you used to do it with matches all the time, right? You would light one of the candles and you would use that candle to light all the other lights. And sometimes your candle that you were using to light all the other lights would get extinguished. But you could relight it with another light that you had lit. So this idea that one light can light another one, or even relight a light that gets extinguished. And I think that we are kind of seeing that with like communities coming together and taking care of other people in their community and sharing what they can and helping where they can. And so that being said, I'm going to show you the pieces and kind of explain to you the idea behind them, which kind of ties into what I've just been talking about. So these are the pieces. If you can see, they have 2 stones apiece and some castings. I did the castings myself. These are molded from a real shark tooth and a fossilized ammonite that I molded and cast in bronze. On the back of these pieces, I put a quote, and it's the same one on the back both. It says, "Light overpowers darkness." And these pieces, actually, I designed them quite a while ago. I found the original sketch recently, and that's what made me decide to go ahead and make them. And it says on here, I kind of wrote a little poem of sorts to kind of express how I was feeling at the time that I designed these pieces. So I found a photo on my computer that was stamped 2018 in December. So, this has been, over a year ago that I designed these pieces, and a rough patch that I was going through. A lot of my pieces, I like to put quotes on the back, and it directly ties to something that I'm going through at that time. And it's really hard for me to share the stories behind the pieces because it's so personal, but I realize that the stories enhance the pieces because it tells you the meaning behind it. So I'm going to elaborate on these pieces just a little bit. Like I said, because of everything that's been going on is what prompted me to actually make them. If anybody who knows me or has been following me for a while also knows that I usually use very colorful stones. So I don't actually use like black very often. I don't wear black that often, but it's kind of a somber color, and it just kind of fit with the theme and what was going on. So let me read you what I wrote on those pieces. So I put, "Darkness cannot overpower light." And over here in the corner, I wrote something that I had heard somewhere along the lines of, "You can't appreciate the light without the darkness, happiness without sadness." And so this is what I wrote. It said, "Into the depths where darkness lies, I cover my head and close my eyes, but a light comes to my surprise in the form of a sunrise." Pretty straightforward, but there are some layers of meaning in it to me, and so I'm going to go back through and read it and explain to you what that means to me. So it says, "Into the depths where darkness lies." So that kind of has a double meaning for me, because obviously, like, deep places in the depths of, like, say, like the ocean, you could see like those pieces had those shark teeth and those ammonites, which are creatures that live like deep in the ocean, right? So into the depths where darkness lies. So darkness, if you think of darkness as a predator, and they like lie in wait for you, right? So into the depth where darkness lies, the darkness is lying in wait for you. But also, I don't know if you've ever heard of the quote that people will say, like, fear is a liar. Well, the darkness is a liar too. The darkness tells you that this is all that there is. This is all that there ever will be. This is all that you can see, and you can't see past the darkness or through the darkness. So the darkness is a liar. So into the depths where darkness lies, I cover my head and close my eyes. So that goes back to the idea of, as like kids, you pull your covers over your head, right? And then the boogeyman can't get you. I still find myself even now, like as a grown adult woman, right? You wake up and you have this at night, like you wake up and you don't know why you woke up. And maybe it was a dream or a sound and you're not sure why, but you have this like sense of foreboding, right? And you know that it's fine and you're fine and everything's fine, but you still have this sense of foreboding. And sometimes just doing that, like just covering your head with the blanket, somehow gives you security. So maybe you can relate to that. Maybe I'm alone in that. But then it says, but a light comes to my surprise through the darkness as a sunrise. So that goes into the idea that we know the sunrise is coming. The sun comes up every day, right? We know that it's coming. It's coming. But when you're in the darkness, it's easy to believe that things are not going to get better, that there is not a light, that there is no like hope for things. Even though we like know things will be better, but it's hard to believe that things will get better when things are bad. So that's just that kind of thing, like you're surprised when the sunrise comes, but it is coming and there is a light out there. So that was kind of my pieces. Like I said, I designed these over a year ago and they just spoke to me recently, and I decided to go ahead and make them. Here they are again, the pieces. I actually designed these pieces with companion necklaces. So I did these oops, I'm getting all tangled up here. I did these beaded necklaces here. It's pyrite and hematite to go with it, so you can wear it layered. I did that for both necklaces. And like I said, the castings are, I've done these myself. They're from my molds that I made from real fossils, and it has that quote, light overpowers darkness. And this one has a silver sheen obsidian and a healer's gold up here with sterling silver accents, and then this one has a black rutilated quartz and a healer's gold with the ammonite. And I'm gonna make up little art cards to go along with these that have that inspiration quote that I read to you guys. But that's all I got for you guys. Sorry for like the construction noise in the background. I thought I would come sit out in a wooded area and tell you guys about these, and then there's like jackhammers and stuff going on in the distance, housing development or something. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Stay well, stay safe, and we'll see each other on the other side of all this. All right, bye-bye.